South Korea will be watching the results of the United States election closely as it leans on the U.S. to defend itself against threats from North Korea. The two Koreas never officially signed a peace treaty and are technically still at war. What happens in the U.S. on election day could reshape the Korean Peninsula and the region. CNA's senior Korea correspondent Lee Min-suk has more.
Two Apache helicopter gunships, armed and ready, circle a firing range about 26 kilometers from the demilitarized zone separating South and North Korea. This was part of live fire exercises last week between the U.S. and the South, officially known as the Republic of Korea, or ROK.
The purpose of today's exercise is to test the combat readiness not only of U.S. aviation, but also the ROK aviation and how we partner together. We're ready to go right now. We train to be ready to fight tonight, and I'm sure our ROK partners are as well.
But the moves usually spark a fiery response from North Korea. Since 2022, Pyongyang has test-launched more than 100 missiles, saying they were in response to the drills, which Seoul and Washington conduct regularly. Both sides established a military alliance 71 years ago. Experts in Seoul believe the partnership will be unshaken, no matter who becomes the next U.S. president, though pressure on South Korea to fulfill certain responsibilities might change.
해리스 현 부통령이 당선이 될 경우에 기본적인 딜레마는 똑같다고 봐요. 한국의 역할이 단순히 한반도 전쟁의 억제라든가 방어 같은 차원을 넘어서서 더 넓은 지역적인 차원의 역할을 해야 된다는 것은 아마 요구하는 강도의 차이일 뿐이지 이 해리스 바이든 정부나 트럼프 정부의 공통된 요구 사항이었기 때문에
The U.S. will request South Korea to be gearing towards more on deterring China rather than North Korea. But as we know, in the Pacific, the threats are pretty much intertwined. It doesn't mean that if something happens in Taiwan, it will be something that is only confined to Taiwan. It will have an impact on the Japanese island and Korean Peninsula, and North Korea will jump in.
And that could include expectations on South Korea to pay more to host some 28,500 American troops currently based here. The two sides have agreed that Seoul will pay $1.1 billion in 2026 when a new 5-year defense cost-sharing deal kicks in. And that's an increase of 8.3% from 2025. But analysts say it's very possible that if Donald Trump returns to office, he would scrap this deal and demand more. He has said he would seek as much as $10 billion.
재협상을 요구할 가능성도 있기 때문에 여기에 대한 고민이 깊어질 수밖에 없죠. 트럼프 전 대통령이 얘기한 수준까지는 아니겠지만 기존에 비해서 파격적인 증액을 약속을 하는 대신 우리가 비용을 댄 만큼 북한 핵기업에 대한 보장은 확실하게 해달라는 요구를 할 수가 있을 거고 그렇게 될 경우에 오히려 이 경제적 이익을 중요시하는 트럼프 행정부에서는 또 거꾸로 협상이 더 쉬울 수도 있지 않나 하는 생각도 분명히 할 수가 있는 거거든요.
But no matter the outcome of negotiations, analysts believe it's unlikely Trump, if elected, will pull out troops from South Korea, which he had previously threatened to do so. They're also optimistic that trilateral cooperation among the U.S., South Korea, and Japan will continue.
Even during the first Trump government, U.S. tried a lot to bring up and restore the relationship between Japan and Korea and make a trilateral cooperation. What I worry about is if Trump requests a lot of burden sharing and put tariff on Japan and South Korea, I'm not sure how South Korean government, Japanese government are willing to cooperate on trilateral format.
For all these reasons, analysts say North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un too will be watching the election results closely. But like South Korea, they say, it's hard to tell if a victory by Kamala Harris or Trump will be better for North Korea and the Korean Peninsula. Since President Yoon Suk-yeol took office, South Korea has moved closer to the United States while holding China at arm's length. Analysts say North Korea's deployment of troops to Russia has complicated issues for South Korea. It remains to be seen how President Yoon will work with the new U.S. administration to deter threats from North Korea and tackle the issue of North Korean soldiers in Russia. Lee Min-suk, CNA, Seoul.